Hello common people, this is a Common Guy Reviews and I am your forgetful host Pepse. I wrote a script for this but forgot to send it to myself, as I do my reviews somewhere else than where I record them. Well, I guess we go by the memory then. On Halloween is 2020 horror film written and directed by Timothy Boyle. And why I am doing this review right now is because I haven't received my real movies through the mail when I ordered them many weeks ago. So I have to go on dumpster dive to some streaming services. And whoa boy, it is a stinker. We start in the playground where a couple girls just chat, and there are other children, and they tell scary stories to each other. But one girl says that I know a real scary story, and she proceeds to tell them about the clown, a man who was cursed by the gypsy to wander the earth aimlessly and kill people until he gets somebody to drink his special clown juice. Yeah, that sounds really good. And just take his place. So he takes one boy, makes him drink his potion, who turns into the Boo the clown. And we go to the modern days, where a couple of kids or a group of kids go and try to catch this guy because he is a known serial killer. Nobody just knows that he is the supernatural devil clown who cannot die. In these movies, all the actors are kinda stinky. They don't really know how to talk or do a script. There is no real dialogue or the natural dialogue in that movie. They just all sound like they would read their script right in front of each other without having anything like acting thing going on. The only ones who have somewhat coherent acting skills are the clowns, because they have to use different voice, be menacing, and they rhyme. That's their gimmick, which is kinda weird. The movie's pacing and overall vibe is really weird because they tell the story where the guys are going there and they are killed by the clown when they're trying to find the clown, which is known to be some sort of serial killer back then. And suddenly the movie just takes them all. After we have watched 1 hour, the plot just goes on, and then the movie says that, oh yeah, this was just a flashback. It all happened somewhere, and they start to reminisce the newspapers that they were read, those old kind of newspapers, like you are in the library and there's just a screen and there's a really old news things there, and all the victims just appear there. It's really messy and really weird story. At some point they just go and figure out that the sunlight is the enemy of the clown. And it also becomes clear that the clown is now chained up by the Boo the clown, who tries to make the clown to take his place again so he can get free or something. There was really not any character development or anything. It was just really messy story overall where nothing really made sense and it kinda jumped. Hey, this is a story. No, but this story was actually a flashback. Now we are in the real story, but wait a minute, this is not the real story. This was that story. Okay, now we are going there. Okay, this was also a flashback. Now let's go back to the future or the present. And where they are in the present is that the little girl is picked up by her dad, and suddenly the little girl has this grown-up man's voice that warns the other kids that the Boo the clown is still out hunting. And the movie ends with a really disappointing thud. I don't know what's going on, but this is a certified stinker. It's 3.2 out of 10 in the IMDb, and I just see how. But yeah, this was the movie basically. Immortal devil clown killing people, killed by a sunlight, but not because he can make other clowns by letting them drink the juice that just was supposed to free him in the first place, but now it just makes clones. I don't know. But yeah, it is sad that I have to put this pile of poo in here, right in the middle of the glorious Halloween, when we are supposed to watch spooky movies and enjoy ourselves. But I am sorry about that. And maybe next week we get an actually good movie. Let's just do this curve thing. It's a good movie, and then it's downhill, that's a bad movie. And next week, maybe a good movie. But at least, next Wednesday we are coming back with a new short. So, this stinker was brought to you by Common Guy Reviews, and I am your lovely host Pepse, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Goodbye!